have a speech in your back pocket, because each one of you has something that's been nagging you that you want to give a speech on, but you don't schedule it. Well, the reality is somebody else had a speech book today and there was an open spot. So there's a topic I really wanted to share, because it's bugging me. You guys ever heard of WIFM? What's in it for me? There's things that go on in life, and we don't care because the what's in it for me doesn't matter much, but there's something that's been in the news tremendously lately that the WIFM, it impacts all of us, even if we don't want to admit it. Healthcare. There's a healthcare bill. There's the Affordable Care Act, which all these politicians said we're going to get rid of. And don't worry, this is not political, whether you're Republican, Democrat, or something else, all of the above, none of the above. This has nothing to do with that. This is just about healthcare. Why? What's the WIFM part for every one of us? In the United States, the cost of healthcare on average for each one of us is $10,000 a year. That's a rough number, but that's about what it's at. In the rest of the world, even the most developed, advanced countries in the world, what's it at? Average cost of healthcare per person, it's around $5,000 a person a year. So there's something going on that everything you hear in the news, just hold on to those things. We're twice as expensive in this country as everywhere else in the world. So right there from the beginning. Now you get into some myths. Okay, well we have better health care here. That's why it costs twice as much. That's bull. There's tons of other countries in the world that have as good or better health care than the United States, and they do it for half the cost or less. It's a myth that we just have some better system. Okay, well maybe it's because our people aren't as healthy. We drink too much and smoke too much and don't exercise. Well, the reality is there's a whole lot of Western countries that have adopted some of those same health behaviors that we have. So it's not just our choices that we make. We don't make good choices and that contributes, but that's not the reason. Oh, it's tort reform. It's all the malpractice suits. It's the liability. Well, studies have shown that's not it either. There's some places in the United States that have implemented tort reform to prevent these malpractice suits from going crazy. It hasn't changed the cost of healthcare. We go to the doctor too much. Americans have so many doctors available. We go to the doctor all the time. Well, it's not true either. We don't go to the doctor more than any other Western industrialized country. So why does it cost twice as much? I'm going to share with you guys a story. If you guys have ever been to a third world country and you watch them build a house or a building, they make concrete. What are the ingredients for concrete? Somebody know?
Cement, water.
Sand.
Cement, water, sand, and gravel. That's it. Simple ingredients, right? Well, if you're in a third world country and maybe you're the poor dope that got stuck with the land by the riverbed, but maybe that's not a bad thing. Maybe you have the sand. And there's people in the town who want to build buildings. They want to make a concrete house to protect their family. Well, if you and your neighbor are the only ones who have sand, you become the sand mafia. I'm not making this up. There's countries in this world where the sand mafia is very powerful. Why? Because sand is part of concrete. It's one of the main ingredients of concrete. If you're the guy that controls the sand, what do? If you and your neighbor are the only people who have sand, what do? You control the price. It's the same thing OPEC does with oil, or De Beers does with diamonds. They control the price. In a free market, supply and demand, you can, if there's 3 lemonade stands, and one person's going to charge $10 for a glass of lemonade, and these other 2 are going to charge $1, you're going to go to the cheaper one, right? Unless all those lemonade stand people get together and say, you know what, if anybody wants lemonade, let's charge them $20. Now, cartels and mafias and price fixing, we don't think that's something that goes on. But these sand mafias exist in third world countries. It's the way the world works, right? So there's 2 different paths that everybody can go on. First, you got to realize there's a problem. And if you guys don't realize there's a problem, go back to the WIFM. I have 7 kids. Becky and I are so blessed. We love our family. But that's 9. 9 times 10,000? Holy crap. We're very blessed, but that's a lot of money. That's like $100,000 a year almost just to pay for healthcare. Wow, just for our family? Your own personal lives. Even if you don't have 7 kids, that's a significant part. Somebody help me out with the math. If there's 300 million people in this country, and it's $10,000 on average per person.
Trillion.
Trillions! That's trillions of dollars. Well, no wonder people must be behind the scenes price fixing and figuring this out. Now I'm going to get back to this proposal part. The whole point of the speech is to give you guys a proposal and action to go do that I want you to follow up on. If you're the sand mafia, do you go to the public square, do you have an open meeting to figure out how you're gonna fix your prices? No. You close the door. You go back in the back room and you figure out how you're gonna set up the sand mafia prices. People wanna build a building, they need sand, right? If you're gonna draft a new healthcare bill, and you really wanna set this up, if there's $3 trillion out there for somebody to get a hold of, how are you gonna divvy that up? Well, it's unfortunate, but I think, whether you're Republican, Democrat, whatever, I think that's some of what's going on, guys. A free market, if we had a totally free market, would not cost $10,000 a year per person for healthcare in this country. Okay? Because there would be competition. You can go to the other extreme, I'm not going to mention the politician's name, but there's this thing called single payer. Single payer means there's one entity that's going to pay, whether it's Medicaid or whatever you want to call it. Either one of those is probably better than where we're at. I'm not telling you to go one way or the other. The whole point of all this is, don't be naive and think that, oh, well, $10,000 per person is okay. It's not. It's double what everybody else in the world is doing. So right there, you just got to recognize there's a problem. If it's truly some kind of sand mafia that's setting this up, if it's insurance companies, drug companies, politicians, lobbyists, whoever it is that's driving this, somebody's getting a chunk of that $3 trillion, and we're the ones that are paying for that inefficiency. We're paying that sand mafia buy-off for our healthcare. The solution is not to have 5 congressmen in a room negotiating this. That's what the sand mafia does. Literally. So here's what you need to do. Whether you're Republican, Democrat, none of the above, all the above, it doesn't matter. Right now this thing's in the Senate. Yeah, it got shut down yesterday or the day before, but it's going to come back. Just reach out. Shoot an email to your senator or congressman. You don't have to use the word sand mafia, but just tell them, hey, it's not all right that you guys are going to take this problem and try and fix it behind closed doors without anybody knowing. Bring it to the light. Let people talk about it. Realize this is a multi-trillion-dollar thing and there's going to be people fighting over that one. Thank you.